Hey, Plymouth kids. It's good to see you again. Hey, I have a question. Have you ever had anyone call you? Not like on the phone, but in person in a really loud voice. Maybe like a friend on the playground calling out to you saying, "Hey, come play with me." Or maybe one of your grown-ups is calling for you to come inside. That kind of calling. Wait, did you hear that? I think someone's calling to me right now. Let's listen. Oh well, maybe it was nothing. Wait, there it is again. Is it one of you calling me? No, really? Well, since we're talking about being called, we should talk about our Bible story for today. It is a story about being called. Well, in our story, God calls to someone, and that someone is Samuel. And Samuel is sleeping in the temple, and Samuel didn't expect to hear this call, but he trusted and believed in that call, even though he couldn't see who was calling, and he didn't know where that call might take him. What usually happens when someone calls to you? Most often, when someone calls out to me in a loud voice, it's because they need help with something. Like my dad calling to me from the kitchen asking for help putting away the dishes. Or sometimes it's Pastor Rushing calling to me from in his office asking for some help with something. It's so good that we listen for those important calls so that we can help, right? Samuel also answered when he was called, and he became one of God's most important helpers. We've used our God spotters to look for God out in the world, but let's not forget to open up our listening ears for those calling out to us to be God's helpers. So Plymouth kids, will you pray with me before we go today? This is a repeat after me prayer. Loving God, thank you for all your work. Teach us to hear your call and to do your work so that we can serve you. Amen.